What's up, everybody? Everything Browns Nation. Friday night, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time zone you're in. Who knows when I'm going to pop up? You'll never know. I got my TV up. Mute that junk, Corey. What are you doing? But let's get into it. How is everybody doing this afternoon? Check in where you're at, what you're watching on. Check in. Check in. You know how we do it here. I don't know how long we're going to be on, so let's get it going. Martin is in the building. Jackson, Summer Cole, Swags, Noah Gaming, Preston, Keandre, Chaz, the Browns, OG, Paul Rock, Chad Tucker, Matthew Pizzell, Devin Posey, and I think I got everybody. Sandra just came in. Smeeky Smurf. And here we go. Let's get it going. Somebody said they're a Packers fan in the building. Big Baller Brandon just entered the chat. Keandre says, what's up? How you doing, Keandre? I'm doing good. Hopefully everybody in the chat is doing good as well on this Friday evening. Browns off season. How you doing, RMG? Hopefully your notifications are on because I don't know when I'm going to go live. I told you I'll just pop in whenever, wherever, however. Let's get it going. Jeff Darlington, he was on Get Up earlier this week, and, you know, I just said, let's talk about it. He talked about Odell Beckham Jr. going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a long shot. To me, that is a long shot. Long shot. But he brought it up. So I said, let's talk about it. OBJ is a hot topic here in Cleveland. Half the people want him. Half the people want him gone. J.J. Watt was released today, and I know a lot of people want J.J. Watt as well. We talked about him a couple weeks ago. Could we get him? Could we not? What will we have to get J.J. Watt? Now you don't have to give up anything. You know, you can just go scoop him up. You can go scoop him up. So let's talk about it. Do you want to trade Odell Beckham Jr. as a Cleveland fan? Now, if you have watched this show, if you have faithfully watched this show, you know where I stand on this side of the argument, of the debate of Odell Beckham Jr. You know where I stand. You know that I am a no. No, I don't want to get rid of Odell Beckham Jr. You know where I stand. For God's sakes, I got his jersey on right now. So you know I'm a no. No. But Corey, Baker plays better without OBJ. He plays better. Get rid of him. That's what a lot of Browns fans say. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. That's not how I feel. I feel still we can be a better team with Odell Beckham Jr. Zach says 3 weeks ago, yes, but you've changed my mind. Congrats, Corey. Chad says I want Marshawn from the Saints. Paul says no, we can get what we pay. We can't get what we paid for him. That's a good point. I have an OBJ jersey too. Corey says Summer Cole. Sneaky Smurf says JJ Watt at what coast? Odell is comfortable here, which is hard to come by though. Sandra says definitely trade OBJ. Preston says same. I have an OBJ jersey too. Phil says if he doesn't want to be here, trade him. If he's happy here, I feel the only thing you have to consider is can he be available, healthy long enough to make a difference? And James says I don't know. From everything I've heard and what I've seen, OBJ is happy being a Cleveland Brown. He's been a good teammate. He's been a great teammate from what I've seen. The only thing you can gripe about is he hates losing. And who doesn't hate losing? I don't know anybody in this chat that goes, you know, we lost, but I'm okay with that. Nobody doesn't like losing. Nobody likes losing. that I know. That's the only thing you can say about him is he hates losing. When he's losing, he's on the sideline. He's grumpy. He doesn't like it. And I like that in my players. Now, if you give me, he hasn't had a 100% season, 100% injury-free season, I'll give you that. His first season, he played with an injury, played all 16 games. Last year, he tore his ACL. I will give you that. Stop it, Noah Gaming. Stop it. Trade Baker for Brady. Stop it. He and Baker have so much potential. OBJ will stay unless we get a good offer. Don't trade, says cancel. Don't trade OBJ. Can we borrow Tom Brady at least for a couple of games? I don't want Brady for 1 second. Not 1 second. How you doing, Cheryl Tucker Moore? Hey, Corey. Hope he stays in Cleveland. Me too. Minecraft says, I don't have an OBJ jersey. Cool for me. The same, says Phil. Saunders says either OBJ or Baker. What do you mean it's either OBJ or Baker? Baker's not going anywhere. He just took us to the playoffs. Big Ball says, Corey, I've been a Browns fan for 4 years. Well, you've seen the good stuff. I've been a Brown fan my whole life. I've seen the bad. Grumpy OBJ looks hilarious. Noah Gaming, seriously, Tom Brady is only a 2-year QB. You'll have to find a new one afterwards. Do not trade Baker, I swear. I'm with you, Riker. I don't know why people want to trade Baker. I don't get it. What if Jarvis wants to go with Odell? Hey, you know they're two peas in the pod. They're best friends. You know they're best friends. We don't cheat in Cleveland. Should I buy a new OBJ jersey? He's been on the team for 20 years. For real. Brady will be a good QB for us. No, Noah Gaming. No. No. We do not want Brady. Did you guys not see the agony I was in the watch party watching Tom Brady win a Super Bowl? Do you guys, first of all, it's not going to happen, so we can just stop all that. Do you want me in that agony? Huh? Why would they even trade Baker? They're not trading Baker, RMG. It's not going to happen. Baker is here to stay. He's here to stay. For 1 year, will he be slightly better than Baker, then go to a new team and retire? He's not coming here, and we don't want him. What up, AAA, my guy? Keep OBJ. Go get J.J. Watt and Sherman. I've seen the 0-16, says Big Baller. I don't know about Watt, says Zach. What up, Shoot the Trill? Shoot the Trill says bye, so I'm thinking he doesn't want OBJ. I don't know why. My point is Baker is 10 times better without OBJ. I don't want to trade Baker, but he's not good with OBJ, so we got to pick. I wouldn't say 10 times better. He has played better without Baker. I'm not going to say he hasn't. I cannot sit here and lie. But, once again, to me, that's a Baker problem. He has to learn to play with a superstar receiver. He has to. To me, that's a Baker problem. But I cannot say he hasn't played better without OBJ. He gives us that deep threat that I think we were missing when we played the elite teams like Kansas City. They didn't show that in the Super Bowl. But that he has to learn to play with, in my opinion. I like OBJ. He gives a deep threat and opens up the run game. Baker just needs to learn not to focus on OBJ. I agree, Clyde. I agree. Keandre says, What up, Keith? How you doing? We need to jump through some tables. Noah. I'm not even reading that comment. I think now you just want to see me in pain. I think you want to see me in pain. I think you like me being in pain, Noah Gaming. I think you like me being in. I think you just want to bring up Brady's name to see me in pain, Noah. I think you just want to see me in pain. It's all right though. It's cool. Should we sign Bud Dupree? Is Bud Dupree even? Is he available? I don't even know if he's available. We have everything we need now. The next step is to supplant this team with excess talent. Bakers need to spread the love. Absolutely not. I'm not interested in J.J. Watt either, says Phil. That's interesting. We need another edge rusher opposite of Garrett. JJ might be the one, says Paul Rock. Let's talk about JJ for a second. Just for a second. And yes, AAA. Let's give a moment of silence for Marty Schottenheimer. We didn't mention this last week, but Marty Schottenheimer passed earlier this week. A moment of silence for Marty Schottenheimer. Prayers out to his family and his friends. Great coach for the Browns. Great coach for the San Diego Chargers. Moment of silence for Marty Schottenheimer. Passed away earlier this week. Great coach for the Cleveland Browns. Thank you, AAA. Moment of silence for Marty Schottenheimer. Prayers to him and his family. Prayers to everyone up there. Prayers to Marty Schottenheimer. Great coach. May he rest in heaven. May he rest in heaven. Let's talk about. Thank you, AAA. Thank you for not letting me forget about it again this week. Shout out to you, AAA. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're going to get back to OBJ in a second. Let's get to J.J. Watt really quick. He's back in the news today. J.J. Watt. He's gone. Now anybody can get him. Anybody can get J.J. Watt now. He was released. He came out on Twitter. Put out a little video. Jaden's in the building. There's one thing I can agree with. Listen. If you put my feet to the fire, right? And you said, who do I think J.J. Watt was going to, right? He could pick where he can go now, right? He can go anywhere he wants to go, right? Listen, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I think he's going to the Steelers. I hate to say it. I hate it. I hate it. But I think that's where he's going to go. Now, I would love him to go here. Of course. Him and Myles Garrett. I'd love it. But let's think here. He's going to want to go play with his brother. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to want to go play with his brother. His brothers, plural. I think that's what he's going to want to do. I mean, now he can pick where he wants to go. First, Houston had the power when he was on their team, and we could get a trade. Now he gets to just pick. He can go. They released him. First check is go to a winning team. Tampa Bay, Packers. You're thinking that, right? Hey, Packers, Tampa Bay, maybe New Orleans. You could even say Cleveland. What up, Tack? How you doing? You can say Cleveland. We went to the playoffs. Upside Myles Garrett. That's a good position. Now, I don't know the cap room. I'm not a capologist. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys, I was looking at the cap. You guys can help me out with that. Some of you guys are great at that. That's not me. I don't even act like I know that. So you guys can tell me, can they afford them? I don't know. You let me know. Can they afford them? That's not me. I'm just telling you what in his mind I'm thinking. I got two brothers. I want to end my career playing with my family. That scares me. Shout out to you, Tack. What's up, homie? Wherever he goes, he'll get injured. That's his history. Yeah, that sounds, but cap space. So what's his cap space? Does anybody know? Let me know in the chat. I don't know the cap space for Pittsburgh. Could care less. I don't like Pittsburgh. They don't have cap, says Martin. Okay, I don't know their cap space. So people are saying they don't have the cap to get them. Okay. Brian says boo. Listen, I don't want it to happen either. I'm just saying, I'm thinking if I have brothers, I have a brother, but if we were playing in the NFL, and I had a chance to play with them, and I was on my last back half of my career, I'd choose there. Very low, says Preston. Okay. But Corey, which team is most likely to make it to Super Bowl first, Squealers or the Browns? Listen, as long as Pittsburgh keeps Big Ben, I like our chances. I'm just being honest. Did you guys see Big 41? I forgot about Big Ben's contract, Paul. That's a good point. Woohoo, Lord. Oh my God, I forgot about that contract. Good point, Paul. Thank you for the shout. Thank you, Paul. I forgot about that Big Ben contract. Yes, keep Big Ben in Pittsburgh. The longer the season goes, the better. You can start off good. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I hate Tom Brady, okay? But I respect greatness. That's the difference. That's the difference. Good point, Tack. I'm going to get to that one. That's the difference. He keeps himself in shape. He's 43, and he sticks with it. I will give him that. Big Ben is in his 30s, late 30s. You can tell when he goes home, he has a couple beers. He sits on the couch and eats. All right? Keep Big Ben. And Tack makes up a big point, a great point. And me and my brother are the same, though. Hey, we like to compete, though. That's a good point, Tack. He might want to compete instead of be on their team. That's a good point. He may want to compete. Pittsburgh has $21 million in cap space as well, as so does Cleveland, says my guy Eddie Stats. And then Chad says they're over the cap, so I don't know which one is right. Cancel says Big Ben is out of shape. But that's a good point. He may want to compete. Tom Brady was drinking Tom Brady was drinking that organic juice. That's why his name is Big Ben. Shout out to you, Tack. That's a very good point. He may want to compete. But it's going to be interesting. But I would love to have J.J. Watt right opposite of Myles Garrett. I don't care how old he is, and I brought this up, and I will say it again. I don't care how old he is. I don't care if he's over the hill. Over the hill, J.J. Watt is better than Olivier Vernon. That's no shade at Olivier Vernon. He just is, and that's facts. That is factual. Facts. J.J. Watt at year 10, 11, 12, whatever year he is in, is better than Olivier Vernon. When you see J.J. Watt, when you look at J.J. Watt, you are still scared. The opposing team is still scared. You will think twice before you double team Myles Garrett when J.J. Watt is on the other side. You just do. Right now, you still want to double team Myles Garrett every chance you get because you're like, well, who else do they got? We don't care. But if you get J.J. Watt, you will think twice. And I know somebody's in the comments saying, no, J.J. Watt sucks. I don't want him. That's just what happens here. But that's why we're a community and we have our own opinions. Somebody would say, my opinion sucks right now, but that's fine. Maybe he wants to face his brother twice a year. Should I get an OBJ jersey? I don't know, Minecraft. I don't know. That's just me being honest. I don't know. If you like OBJ, go ahead and get it, man. Just rock it. You can call it a throwback. But if you're getting it for the long haul, I don't know. We'll see. J.J. Watt, Myles Garrett would be sick. Big Ben with a younger party with the groupies. Tack says don't do it. Zach says do it. Hey, man. But if you want to get a Baker jersey, get it. Get Baker. Okay, I hear you. So how does the Browns get him if he what? How does the Brown get he with only 21 cap space? Who will they have to let go? I don't know. I don't like Garrett, but he would be beast mode when Garrett isn't taking plays off. No QB would be safe with JJ. Do not get number 23 jersey. What about Richard Sherman? Garoppolo to Patriots for a 2022 second rounder. Rumor at JJ and OBJ have cap space. I think the Chargers should go get him. What? Get who? Oh, JJ Watt. I think you're talking about Garoppolo for a second. I'm sorry. JJ Watt ain't Lawrence Taylor. Nobody said he was Lawrence Taylor. We don't need a washed up defensive player. Be sage about it. Get a Myles Garrett jersey. Hey, what are you doing with that sun kiss, my guy? I'm not supposed to have Sunkiss. I'm confused. Watt is like 20 million alone. No QB will be safe with Watt. There was a lot of questions there. Richard Sherman. I mean, depending on the price, as long as the price is right, I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm good with it as long as the price is right. As long as the price is right, I'm good with it. How you doing, Hamira? How you doing? I'm good with it as long as the price is right. If I had to pick one between Watt and Sherman, give me JJ Watt. We seen what a good defensive line does to the opponent. We seen it. We seen it. I know he had 5 sacks this year, but that Houston team was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. It was. It was. It was. But let me get back to OBJ and Baker Mayfield for a second. What do you guys think the potential for OBJ and Baker can be year two under Stefanski if they're both dog check? I seen that dog check. Dog check. If they're both under the Browns this year, assuming he doesn't get traded, what can their ceiling be? I think they have huge potential. Now, I could have rose-colored glasses because I like OBJ. I like OBJ. I know. I may be, in the minority of that. But what could their potential be? We seen flashes last year. Some people don't want OBJ. I understand it. But I don't think you're going to get the return that you want if you trade Odell Beckham Jr. And you got to think about this. Odell Beckham Jr. seen how this team performed while he was out. Got to the divisional round of the playoffs. You know he thinks he's good for 2 games. Right? Baker seen how he can perform without OBJ. Now, everybody has an ego. Hey, man, we can do this. Us together. We can get this team over the hump. I think they can flash greatness. Tax says he only had 5 sacks, but he's ranked by Pro Football Performance on defense, not his position, all on defense. That's good. Now that Baker has a grasp of the offense, the sky's the limit. With OBJ, anyone who says to trade OBJ, you're insane. If I was a GM for another team, I would trade a 2nd-round pick or something like that. The sky's the limit, exactly. If Odell was on that field, we win the KC game. This is the first year Baker won't have to learn a new offense. Facts. They just can't force it to OBJ. Seems like they tried hard to get it to him at times. I see Mayfield getting locked in on him. You're right, Brian. And like I said, that's what Mayfield needs to fix. You can get OBJ the ball without forcing it to him. When he got injured, that was the worst throw he probably made all year. He hiked it and threw it. It was like double covered. It was a terrible throw. I think Baker and Odell become like Allen and Diggs in Buffalo. We would love that. 40 TDs for Baker, 8 for OBJ. I don't know. That's a lot of TDs for our offense. The way the offenses ran, I don't know if we would have 40 touchdowns. I mean, I like it though. I like OBJ, but he doesn't fit our scheme. Trade him for cap space and get JJ and Sherman. I just don't think we'll get. I mean, I see what you're saying, Tack, but I don't think we'll get what we want in return. I say they give OBJ 1 more year, and if he doesn't do anything, then he's gone. 30 TDs, 7 from OBJ. Now that sounds a little more. I can see around 30 TDs. We don't need JJ. I'm not saying we need him, but I think he can help the pass rush. Because think about it. When we were on defense last year, It was to the point now you were hoping for a Myles Garrett sack or a strip sack or nothing. We got to that point. Now, I know we were injured a lot. I know we had a lot of injuries, but we were to the point where we were like, all right, strip sack, fumble, strip fumble by Myles Garrett, or nothing. No, my favorite player is Nick Chubb, Minecraft. Nick freaking Chubb is my favorite player on the Browns. Now listen, if they don't do their due diligence, if they don't do what they're supposed to do with him, we're going to have some problems. But no, Nick Chubb is my favorite player on the Browns. Nick Chubb. What up, John? How you doing? I see you change your YouTube name, my guy. How are you doing? John J. Loyal. We could at least get a first and a third round pick to get some young talent. We're not getting the first for OBJ. I don't see it, especially coming off an injury. If we got a first and a third, as much as I like OBJ, because he's on my team, it's not like I didn't call for us to trade for OBJ when we got him. I wasn't on the airwaves like, John Dorsey, go out and get him. No, it just happened. As much as I like OBJ, if we got a first and a third, hey, man, I like you and all, but I'm all for it. But I don't see it. I don't think, especially coming off an ACL injury. I don't think no GM besides what's his name, Bill O'Brien from the Texans, doing that. I don't see it. Bill O'Brien will give you a first, a second, 2 seconds, and a third, and Deshaun Watson because he's that stupid. That's why he's not a GM no more. He gave up DeAndre Hopkins for a bag of Cheetos in a Reese cup. Now look where he's at. They will give it up for OBJ. You think so? I don't know, man. I don't know. We need to improve on what's been working for us thus far. I agree, Sneaky Smurf. Keep in mind he was locked in on OBJ early in the year because Baker did not have full grasp of the offense. That's a good point, Daniel. Yes, Rock, run some more. Yes, man. That's why Nick. Listen, man. If we don't lock up Nick Chubb, I don't care. I don't care about analytics. I don't care about the running back. I don't care. If we don't lock up Nick Chubb, I'm gonna lose my mind. You heard it here first. My favorite is Chubb too. All right, Minecraft. Nobody's trading OBJ. We need corners. What do you think about Watt being cut? I think I mean, Houston's a dumpster fire now. It's all going downhill. They're a dumpster fire. It's a wrap. They are a dumpster fire. And that's all to it. Dumpster fire. And they did the right thing by letting them go. And they needed to just let Deshaun go too. I mean, just let him go, man. And just start over. You got to start all the way over if you're Houston. Who is your favorite team from the 2020 season? Cleveland. Is that a trick question? they trade Nick, man. If they trade Nick Chubb, I don't even want to think about that. They can mutual agreement parting ways, right? I love the idea of a dumpster fire team. Yeah, they're just bad right now. I mean, I'm glad I'm not. Oh, favorite game. Got you. Did I read it wrong? I'm sorry, Keandre. I'm sorry. Maybe I read it wrong. My favorite game from the 2020 season. That's a tough one. Man. Don't I have to go the Pittsburgh in the playoffs? Wouldn't I have to do that? Like, would it not be right if I say, AB, man, listen, AB, why do you, AB, don't get me riled up. We're not getting Sean Wade, okay? Stop it. Wouldn't I have to go Pittsburgh the second game? Like, don't I have to say that? Because that felt so good. It just felt so great. It felt great just to shut them up. And they just went home crying. They just cried like babies. It's before that it was the Cowboy game. I know the Bengals too with the winning touchdown by Baker, but That Cowboy game for me was my second favorite game. Then the Bengals was third. That Cowboy game sent you on a roller coaster of emotions. You go up, I believe it was 41-14. Everybody thinks we have it in the bag, and I'm sitting here. If you was in the watch party, I don't know. It ain't over yet. And then they're coming back, and then we're all sitting here nervous. Oh, Lord, help us, please. And Dak is doing his thing, piling up empty calories, all those passing yards on our defense, and we're biting our nails. And then OBJ ending around, touchdown to seal the deal. Jarvis Landry throwing touchdown passes. We lost Nick Chubb that game, but Dearness Johnson running the ball, Kareem Hunt running I mean, that game was electrifying, but I got to go Pittsburgh in the playoffs. I mean, we got our first playoff victory. I mean, we smacked them in the mouth. Of course, we gave up the lead, but we got the victory. So I got to go Pittsburgh being the first one. Dallas being second. I guess Cincinnati third. Tennessee's close to. I mean, we had a lot of good games, man. A lot. But I got to go Pittsburgh. First playoff win. I got to. It was, but the Titan was a good game also. You would be right to think of the Pittsburgh winning the playoffs, and they were a big threat to the other team. Yeah, that game did have me on the verge of a stroke. Browns did the same thing to the Titans, big lead, and stopped playing. Right, Paul? We had a lot of games like that, man. I was sitting there telling people, I don't know. I didn't feel confident yet. Not yet. Turkey Jones hit on Terry Bradshaw. Baker's my favorite player. And people are telling me, come on, man, that's ball game. It's over, dog. No, I don't. Not until I see zeros. Thank you, Truth. Hit that thumbs up for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Like, share, subscribe, donate if you want. That helps as well. We will be on my other channel watching the Brooklyn Nets and the Golden State Warriors. Last time we reacted to the Golden State, Steph Curry went nuts. So if you haven't already, subscribe to that channel. It's pinned in the chat. Appreciate you guys, all of you that have been out to that. We're going to have fun tomorrow night. If you want to have fun, react, chill out, come on over. We'll have some fun. Appreciate you guys. Don't trade OBJ. I was like, Lordy, please let this lead stand. What's happening, King Thriller? What's up, man? It's Corey on the call. I do watch parties. Right now we're doing NBA Preston. It is pinned to the chat. If you want to subscribe to it, turn on notifications. We'll be doing Golden State and Brooklyn tomorrow night, 8. Believe it comes on at 8:30 Preston. It is pinned in the comments if you want to subscribe to that channel, my guy. We've been on for about half an hour almost. X-Men Avenger. But hey, man, we just chilling out. All right, Tack. Have a good one, man. Be safe out there. Zach says hot dog eating is next. Big Ben, actual tears made it the best game ever. No problem, Preston. Hopefully you did subscribe, man. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. We just have fun, man. That's what we do. Hopefully we can build that up. We'll be doing college football and all that good stuff as well, man. It's going to be good. We're going to have some fun. All right, Derek, man. Good to hear from you. We're going to be wrapping it up, man. Like I said, all right, glad you subbed. Like I said, man, I don't know when I'm going to go live, so make sure you turn those notifications on. Whenever I see something that's good to talk about, I'm going to hop on, man. That's what we do. First Bengals game was fun, too. It was fun. We had a lot of fun, man. I can't wait to do this. Hopefully we get bigger and better, man. Hopefully we get bigger and better. Thank you, Cinnamonson. Thank you, man. Hopefully we get bigger and better, man. But like I said, whenever I see something, I'm just going to hop on. That's what I'm going to do. So hopefully, thank you, AB. Hopefully you guys have your notifications on. You hop on. We chill out. We have some fun in this off season. And this is what we're going to do. And that's it. Also, join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Everything Browns. You can support that way, too. Shout out to all my Patreons, AAA, Clyde, Cheryl Tucker Moore, Bill Tony, Michael Kramer, all the family, all y'all. Appreciate the love. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to you, Keith. Thank you for the $2 donation. Shout out to you, Cleveland. Next year, we got this, believe. Shout out to all you. I really appreciate you guys. Drove by the Mug and Junior. Shout out to you, Elijah. This time of the year, not much to talk about until the draft. You're right, Paul. So I try to hop on when I can, have some fun with you guys, chat it up, just to stay in touch. You know, that's what we got to do. We got to stay a family and have some fun. But until next time, man, be good or be good at it. Until the next time, I'll see you guys. Hey, keep your notifications on because you don't know when I'm going to hop on. And if you're subscribed to the next channel, the other channel, I'll see you tomorrow. Brooklyn Nets, Golden State Warriors. But until next time, it is what it is. I'll see you. Peace.